caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the.
What's up, guys? Lance the Obscure Movie Guy coming to you once again with another fun-filled, fact-filled video, trying to change the world one post at a time. And I have not posted in a while. I've been busy. If anybody's been following me on my YouTube channel, you'll see that I've been busy with the Xfinity Series opener for NASCAR at Daytona. Then I went to the Daytona 500. Last week, I also went to Dayton, Ohio, to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base Museum. And I've also gotten a new job in the last 30 days. So while I've been busy with life, the great people over at Acrostar Films have been busy, hard at work on their latest installment, which is Desperate Souls. Now, for those of you that have been following me, as you should, because I'm awesome, you'll know that I did a trailer reaction to Desperate Souls a few months back, probably before the first of the year, and we're going to do another trailer reaction, and you may be wondering why. But the reason for that is that the original trailer reaction video that I did, which was actually pretty good on their end, the footage is what is referred to as proof of concept, which is something that some independent filmmakers do because it's funded through Indiegogo or it's funded through a GoFundMe page or something like that. Proof of concept footage is to show the backers that are funding it that they're not joking around. This is what we're going to be working towards. This is what we're going to be doing. That way you know your money's not going to absolutely nothing, like we've seen with some other random GoFundMe pages where people claim to be dying of cancer just to get a GoFundMe page for people to pay for whatever, and they don't have cancer. And I'm sure there's other scenarios out there as well. I just know that one off the top of my head. So the trailer reaction that I did a few weeks back was for the proof of concept footage where Acrostar was showing the people, this is what we're doing, this is what we're working towards. Now that the film has actually been complete and is in post-production, they do still have an Indiegogo, roughly $1,500 just for some extra costs in post-production, some film graining, coloring, editing, stuff like that, nothing too major. So you can still be a part of the film if you want. They definitely got some perks that you can check out through their Indiegogo page. I'm going to try and leave the link in the description below, and be sure to check them out on Facebook, YouTube, and so yeah, let's take a look at the post-production trailer for Desperate Souls.
What is it that darkens your soul? What pain has come across your heart?
Who are you?
I'm your savior, here to help you break free from the pain that consumes you. I can give you the peace that you so desperately crave. Is that something you want?
So, do you care to tell me how your week went?
I had one of those moments where I didn't think life was worth it anymore. Last night, I laid awake wondering if this is all I know.
Devin, you've been coming to me for over a year now, and I've seen you get past your demons.
Something happened to me last night I can't explain. I think I just made love to the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
You think you did?
We're together? How complicated can it be?
It will not turn out well.
Tell me, what do you feel when you look into my eyes?
When you're with me, a little of the pain I have goes away.
We all have pain. You have brought meaning to my life when I thought I would never have it. And I will do whatever it takes to keep you. Are you willing to do the same for me?
What are you?
I've searched for more than empty desires, and now that I have found it, I will not allow anyone to take that away from me.
If you come anywhere near him, you'll regret it.
That you are starting a fire that you won't be able to extinguish.
Angel?
Far from it. Hey, Rebecca. Come join us.
Holy shit.
So that actually looks really good. That is very legit looking. That is impressive. I'm really impressed. Yeah, man, I like this. So there's a lot of subtext here. I mean, let's face it. Everything looks really good. Let's start with the visuals. Everything looks really good. A lot of practical special effects. And just it's cool for me because I've gotten to know these people a little bit through dealing with them. Miss Ann reached out for me to do this, and I've talked to Steve Herman a couple times through Facebook, and I've gotten to know Joe, who plays Devin in the movie, and I've gotten to know Sarah, who plays his counselor in the movie, a little bit. And it's really cool for me to sit back and know these people. I don't want to say on a personal level, I don't know them very well, but I do get to see little bits and pieces of their personal lives, and then to see them on screen, and it gives you a better sense of what it's like to be an actor and a person, and separating the two. So it's kind of neat for me. The trailer itself, man, there's a lot of subtext there. I mean, you heard her, talk about, Devin, dealing with his demons. And, I think that's something that we can all relate to. We all know somebody or ourselves that fight with, internal demons every day. And I like the subtext there that he goes from fighting his demons to fighting essentially a demon. I would imagine that this is, she is a succubus. So, a demon of some sort. It's cool that, you go from fighting your demons to fighting a demon. And I think the other thing that I like is, through the trailer, and I imagine this is probably going to be true to the film, the trailer starts off with Devin, internally struggling with himself, and then meeting this girl who's Angel Bradford. She's going to be the standout star of this. I can tell already she's going to be amazing. Nothing against Joe, but Angel's going to be the standout. But, Devin's going through this, struggle with life in the trailer, and I imagine that's going to be, obviously it's going to be true into the movie, but there's like a paradigm shift in the trailer where, you see it where she's now becoming the demon, she's taking over, and now you go into fighting this demon, and that's going to be, I guess, true to the movie as well. You're going to have this paradigm shift halfway through the movie where, you come to the realization of, oh crap, what have I gotten myself into? And I think I like another little bit of subtext that I kind of picked up on, and I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but I think this is something that a lot of people can relate to. It's interesting to me that as you get into that, right after that paradigm shift, and Devin you see other people come to his aid, which goes to show that Devin is not as alone in the world as he thinks he is. And I think that's true for a lot of people. We're not as alone as we feel we really are in some cases. And if you're fighting depression, there are people that still care about you, and there are people that are still there for you. You just need to open your eyes to it. And I think that comes through in the trailer, and I know that's going to come through in the movie. Now, whether or not that was done by design or I'm just picking up on it, is yet to be seen. But I think it's cool that, as the trailer goes on, there's more people that come to light to aid Devin. So really interesting. I like this concept. I really do. This, the more I get into doing this obscure movie stuff, I've always done, I've always watched obscure movies to begin with. We know that from some of the stuff that I review and recommend. But the more I've gotten into doing, looking into the independent stuff, independent films like this, I think it's easy for the general public to be sarcastic about because it's not big production. The special effects are probably not what we're used to be, seeing on the big screen. So I think it's easy for people to be large in part sarcastic about it. But I think the beauty of it is that the more I've gotten into it, the more I've learned to appreciate how much work goes into doing something like this. and that shouldn't be scoffed at. The people over at AcroStar really do these things for the love of filmmaking. They don't, you know, they're not doing it for the glamour. They're not doing it for the money. They're legitimately doing it for the love of filmmaking. And honestly, movies like this, Indiegogo films, stuff that's GoFundMe, a lot of independent stuff, it's the last frontier for any type of original idea. It really is. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time. There's too many sequels, there's too many remakes, there's too many reboots, and Hollywood's been out of ideas for a long time. And you take something as blockbuster as, you know, Marvel Studios, their movies are stale. Phase 4 has been nothing but the same regurgitated garbage over and over again, and it gets old. The Marvel died with Endgame. They're never going to top it. They shouldn't even bother with it. But my point being that films like this and people, you know, like AcroStar Films, or even my buddy at Lucid Lake, Jason Pitts, you know, it's the last frontier for original ideas to be brought to light. And I'm glad that I've been able to be a part of AcroStar, you know, just a little bit that I do for them. But it's really cool to see, just in the short time that I've been dealing with them, how much that they've grown. And it's interesting to see, it's cool for me because I get to see some of the same actors in the same films. You know, Trepidipity, It Came From Somewhere, Desperate Souls, you know, they're all kind of, you know, there's a few people that are going to be in all three, even though the films are all unrelated. So I'm also getting to see these people grow as actors and people in their career, and not just AcroStar as the business. It's growing as well. So I get to see all these things, and it's really cool, and it kind of makes me feel humbled that, you know, you see how much work and effort go into something like this. So top notch to AcroStar. I really look forward to seeing this. I look forward to talking to Joe and Sarah and Angel Bradford. Like I said, she's going to be the standout star in this. And I know Steve Herman is, they're already working on their next thing, which is, I can't wait to get a hold of that. I'm not going to spoil anything for them right now, but they have started pre-production on something else that's coming down the pipeline, and I'm really excited about that as well. But congratulations to AcroStar and Desperate Souls. Joe, Angel, Sarah, you guys are, it's looking really good. It's looking legit. I wish you guys the best of luck moving forward in your endeavors. And, you know, I'm always here for anything you guys need. So you need an ear, you need a shoulder. If you're in Florida and you need an extra, I'm your guy. So, guys, like and subscribe, comment to the YouTube channel. Check out AcroStar Films on Facebook. Like and subscribe there as well. Be sure to check out their YouTube channel where they've got all their movies, plus Blood Sisters, which is a quote-unquote TV series. You can also check out It Came From Somewhere and Trepidipity on Amazon Prime. Be sure to check out It Came From Somewhere because it is awesome. And I will see you guys in the next video.